Now moving on, the United Nations officially launched the Adolescent and Youth Advisory Group AYAG over the weekend with the overriding objective of providing an extreme vital space for young people to influence policies and programs that affect their lives. The AYAG will advise the UN country team on various issues impacting adolescents and youth in the Gambia. More in this report.
The launch followed the selection of 20 young leaders from a pool of 500 applicants representing diverse backgrounds and a set commitment to making a positive impact in their communities. The primary role of the AYAG is to enhance the participation of youth and adolescents in decision-making processes, ensuring their voices are incorporated in the planning, implementation, and monitoring of UN programs as part of the UN Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework for the Gambia 2024-2028. Topics of focus will include employment, education, training and entrepreneurship, environmental issues, human rights, peace and security, digitalization, gender inclusion, and health. During the launch, the UN Resident Coordinator in the Gambia, Carl Frederick Poole, emphasized the UN's commitment to youth development, highlighting the significance of this partnership between the government of the Gambia and the United Nations.
And it's a requisite for policy and procedures, but also for the need of the work that we are doing. So I think it's really, it goes beyond the tokenism, right? And we want to ensure that young people have a real seat at the decision-making table. That's why it's an advisory group. And we want to go and speak, and each and one of you to tell us if we are doing, what we are doing, it's good, it's wrong. And we want to have sincerity and honesty from all of you. If we are doing something like it's wrong, you say, hey, Carl, hey, Nafisa, hey, everyone, this is not good. What you're going to the wrong direction. We don't like it. We don't recommend it. So I encourage you to speak with to speak your mind, to speak the bottom of your heart, but also to speak truth to us.
Dr. Mariam John, Director of Coordination Unit, DSPD, and representative of the Office of the President, acknowledged the importance of the advisory group and reminded members of their responsibilities in pursuing the group's mission.
It is the Adolescent and Youth Advisory Group of the United Nations, representing the youths of the Gambia. Remember, you are 20 in number, selected from 500 other youths, and you are lucky to be the ones who have been in the final selection, and this means a lot. As the UN Resident Coordinator has highlighted, most of you.
The UNICEF country representative, Ms. Nafisa Bente Safik, expressed her confidence in the potential of Gambian youth, emphasizing the transformative impact the initiative could have on their lives. She encouraged the group to seize this opportunity for the betterment of young people in the Gambia.
For pacing up the development, and we want to see Gambia not here in the list and no longer a least development country, rather graduating to another level. That can only happen when you support our work and you bring the best ideas and help us. I really would like to congratulate to all of you for making it this far. And I would like to acknowledge the other young people, a group of young people who supported this process.
The key objectives of AYAG include providing a space for youth to advise the UN on relevant policies, ensuring that the United Nations programs address challenges and opportunities for adolescents, and holding the UN accountable for its commitments to youth development in the country. Fatima Gomez, one of the AYAG members, shared her perspective on the significance of this opportunity for herself and her fellow young Gambians.
I would like to extend a message of gratitude on behalf of all the members of the AYAG for granting us this opportunity. I would like to first of all say that I think launching the first ever AYAG in the context of the Gambia, I think it's an incredible milestone. And for the first time, I dare to say, as young people and adolescents, we are not just being talked about, but we are actually being invited to the table, not just as advisors, but as partners and active contributors towards shaping policies and programs that impact our lives. For this, we would like to deeply appreciate all of the UN agencies that have worked to make this a success, and for your commitment towards meaningful youth participation. We thank you for not only believing in youth inclusivity, but for actively creating the space for this to happen.
Members of the AYAG, aged between 15 and 35, will serve a 2-year term as volunteers, after which new members will be nominated. It is also important to note that AYAG is an advisory body and not an NGO, meaning it will not engage in project implementation, but will focus on guiding the United Nations regarding youth matters in the Gambia. Maria Madem, reporting for Start V News.